Hello, today we are going to discuss about the plant kingdom. Basically, Plantae is the plant kingdom which contain all plant on the earth. They are multicellular, eukaryotic. They contain rigid structure that surround the cell membrane which is known as cell wall. Plant also have a green pigments. It is known as the chlorophyll pigment. That is a quite vital for the photosynthesis. They have autotrophic mode of nutrition. A plant kingdom is massive group. Hence the kingdom is further categorized into a two subgroup, that is cryptogamy and phanerogamy. The level of classification is grounded on the basis of three criteria, that is the plant body, vascular system and seed development. Whether the plant body is differentiated or not differentiated, vascular system is present or absent, and the seed development, whether the plant allow flower and seed or not. So in cryptogamy is further divided into three subdivisions, that is Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta. So in Thallophyta, which is a primitive group of plant. The plant body is not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. They lack conducting tissue and their sex organ are single cell. They are multicelled. The zygote in thallophytes never develop into embryo and remain embedded within a female sex organ. So these thallophyta includes the algae and fungi. In algae, these are autotrophs, prepare their own food material through photosynthesis. They possess light harvesting chlorophyll pigment, that is chlorophyll A pigment, which is common, but in some group it is marked by other pigment. Most of the algae are aquatic, freshwater and marine water. Freshwater forms are unicellular, colonial and filamentous forms. Marine forms are small, but some other are larger and complex. For example, alva, sargassum, etc. The next is that is fungi. They are a chlorophyllous heterotrophic organism which is predominantly saprophytic and parasitic. They include molds, mildews, rust, smuts, mushrooms and many others. They are unicellular or multicellular. The thallus is filamentous and hyphae which group together forming a mycelium. So the mycelium is usually branch, aseptate and synocytic. Cell may be uni or multicellular. For example, that is the myxomycetes. All have a distinct cell wall surrounded by protoplasm. Chitin is a main component of cell wall. Fungi derive their nutrition from dead organism, that is which is saprophytes, or they derive food material for living host, that is known as the parasite. A few fungi from mutual beneficial partnership, that is known as the lichen. The next is that the bryophytes. Bryophytes have distinguished plant body like a leaf structure, but they lack vascular arrangement for the carrying substance through the plant body. Basically, bryophytes originate in both land and aquatic environment. Therefore, it is called as amphibians. Mosses and Markensia are present in, in these category. The only major features of a bryophyte is that it does not have true vascular matter. Some do have a tissue which are used to carrying water but are not considered to be a true vascular tissue. Due to the storage of lignin, bryophytes are believed to develop from charophytes and are considered to have been the first true plant ever developed. The basic characteristics of bryophytes are the plant in these groups do not have root but contain a crude stem and leaves. They contain rhizoid in the plant which help in plant to another which help in plant to anchor the surface. The root does not absorb or the rhizoid does not absorb nutrient like the typical plant roots. The mosses release spores from their leaves which passes by water and create a new moss in new sites. Water is very vital for mosses to grow and they spread. The life cycle of bryophytes possesses two distinct phases, that is the gametophytic phase and the sporophytic phase. The bryophytic life cycle consists of alternating generation between the haploid and diploid. Haploid, which is gametophytes, and diploid, which is sporophyte. So the next form, that is the pteridophyte. These are the vascular cryptogams which possesses the xylem and phloem as a conducting element. The plant body is sporophyte and differentiated into the root, stem and leaves. Xylem mainly consists of the vessels. Xylem mainly consists of the tracheids and vessels are absent. Phloem cells are without sieve tube like the bryophytes. These also require water for fertilization. The next subgroup, that is the phanerogams. In phanerogams is a seed-bearing plant are usually classified in two major groups, namely gymnosperms and angiosperms, which based on the protection of ovule. The gymnosperms bear a naked ovule, that is the ovules are borne directly on the sporophyte or equivalent structure and are exposed. In some gymnosperm, overlapping scales and sporophyll may protect the ovule, but they are freely exposed to pollination. In angiosperms, the ovule develops without the ovary. The distinction between the naked, that is the gymnosperm, and closed ovule, that is angiosperm, and later in seed is of the considerable importance. So first phanerogams forms, that is the gymnosperm. In that gymnosperm, there are no herbaceous gymnosperms and plant are tree shrubs, lianas, that is Netum. They are also slow growing perennial with limited vegetative propagation. They, ha- they are evergreen, they have only taproot system, that is the chloroidal root in cycas, which persist from the long time. Xylem consists of tracheids, parenchyma, rays, vessels are present in some gymnosperms. For example, ephedra and natum. Wood basically monozylic. What is monozylic? less xylem and broad parenchymatous rays. Or it is also a pycnoxylic with dense xylem and narrow rays. These are the main difference between the monoxylic and the pycnoxylic. Wood is commercially important. Phloem consists of sieve cells, phloem parenchyma, but the companion cells are absent. Secondary growth takes place in all gymnosperm. The anther has exothecium. They are many light pollen grain which deposited directly on the surface of nucleus during pollination. Ovules are unitegmic and orthotropous. There is prolonged pre-nuclear phase in the development of female gametophyte, a long period between pollination and fertilization. Haploid nutritive tissue, that is the endosperms, develop between fertilization and pollination and disperse of seed is most anemophilous. The development of female gametophyte is monosporic. It bears the archegonia at micropylar end. Zygote undergo a free nuclear division followed by wall formation. The cleavage polyembryony is present. So in angiosperms are also a seed containing plant with well distinguished plant body. The term is derived from Greek word, that is angios means enclose and sperma means seeds. The gymnosperm seeds of angiosperms are covered inside the fruit, and angiosperms are usually known as flowering plant. It contains the mango tree, pomegranate plant, etc. So, the seed developing from the embryonic leaves named as cotyledon. Depending on the number of cotyledon existing in seeds of angiosperms, so in angiosperms are separated in two, that is monocotyledon and the dicotyledon. Monocotyledon angiosperm contain one cotyledon and dicotyledon angiosperm contain two cotyledon. Monocotyledon have some different features that contain adventitious root, simple leaves with similar venation, for example bamboo, banyan tree, sugar cane, etc. But also the monocotyledon, the vascular bundles are more and close. Here in dicotyledon, two cotyledon system with taproot. Venation in leaves are reticulate venation. Vascular bundles arranged in ring, for example sunflower, tomato, etc. This is all about the plant kingdom.